Hi, thanks for coming and joining me today. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. When you subscribe, click the notifications bell and then you will know about my next video. Alright, let's get on with it. Here's the reading. Hello. The following video was channeling that I made about 3 weeks ago. That afternoon after I made the video, I went to pick up my son from school. We came home, went out again, went to footy practice, and then he walked in front of a car. And we were airlifted to the city. We are living in the country, airlifted to the city in a chopper. And we've had a few weeks of intense alteration to our life. He's all right. He's not doing badly. He luckily, even though he walked in front of a moving car, it only broke his leg. It broke his leg completely, and parts were sticking out and everything. So it was pretty big deal, pretty traumatic. But yeah, it was one of those things, a bad thing happening in a good way, and we've got to be very grateful and think we're very lucky. So it's taken me all this time to get around to presenting this to you. So I'm recording this explanation right now. So when I made the video, it was meant to be for the time in which it was released. So I can't even, at this point, I can't remember what I channeled. So I'm putting it out now and see how it works for you. Obviously, the events that happened were meant to happen in our life. Events that help shape you aren't always safe and playing it safe. So that's how it works. But certainly it's a growth point and a development point for our family, and we're actually quite a bit closer than we were before. So, and my son has grown and developed a lot through this whole process. So he's definitely learning a lot, and we're all growing together, and he's learning to trust, and he's learning to be more relaxed, because he has to be, because he's got a moon boot on with a broken leg, healing a completely broken leg, like completely broken all the way through, and his leg, one half of his bones was sticking out. So he's learning a whole heap of new personal skills. But anyway, that's where he's at. He's all right. Don't feel like it's any big deal to worry about. It's all good now. But it's been a long time since I did a video. I'm going to put it up, and I hope it's interesting for you. Thanks. Hello. Welcome. This is Lulu Jane, and I'm about to do a channeling from the angels. They have messages to share. It has been many months since I have sent a video out with a channeling. I've relocated, been working on my health, getting my health back, and getting established and settled where I am in my new home, which was a very long way away from where it was before. So today is my first day back on the job, so to speak. And the angels and guides have told me they're going to bring through a lovely message. So I'm going to sit back here and let the message come through, and we'll see what they feel we need to hear today. Okay. Hello, dear. We are here. We are here with you. We have always been observing, caring, watching, and here with you. We do not stop being supportive by the side of our people on the earth. We are with you whether you acknowledge us or not, and that is absolutely fine. For your job is to be a third density being, navigating your way into a fourth density comprehension in order to allow you to expand into a higher density after that. Of course, this is a big job at the moment, a highly challenging job with many new fresh challenges and obstacles coming along the way. You are in a time of deviation, a time of distraction, and attempts to entice you to go in a different energetic program and progress rather than the one that you could naturally go had you been in an unhindered environment. But that is neither here nor there, for the fact is you are where you are. There are the players and energies involved that are at play, and that is why you are there. That is where you have come, and that is what you expected before you came. Although, of course, once you enter the third density and forget all the plans, the well-made plans, you will, of course, be just doing your best moment to moment. And the opposition, we shall call it, certainly do have agile responses and versatile ways of changing their narrative and their approach in order to entice you to change yours. This is where you are, this is what you're dealing with. We wish to talk to you today directly about these challenges and inhibitors and distractions. There was a period of time a few years ago when the energy shift really came into awareness of most people that, well, those who are aware, that there was more light in the energy, in the atmosphere, more light in the ethers. People started to wake up to their extra sensory perceptions somewhat, and it was an exciting time. Since then, the opposition to such evolution have upped the ante, ramped up their response, and made their best effort, put their best foot forward, have they not? And they bring many, many angles and many, many technologies and many ways to attempt to control your thought processes and your minds. This is a constant program because computers and AI are very much a part of the portfolio that these beings utilize in order to keep you from becoming more conscious than themselves. That is the basic crux of the situation. Higher consciousness than they can rise to. That is their problem. They need you to be less aware so they may manipulate and control you. This is their mental and emotional challenge, and it is catastrophic from their point of view, quite the devastating reality that they are not special just because they had a little bit of black magic inner knowing and understanding and training did not mean they were the only powerful beings, and they needed you to remain sheep-like, docile, easily led and controlled and spread by fear with those control mechanisms. Now, you will be noticing much fear-mongering around and many people suggesting there are some big problems coming for you to have to deal with. One needs to know that these are third density potentials, but the individual experience and the individual's unfolding of fortuitous events and the cornucopia of goodwill and good fortune is always dependent upon the one individual and not a mass prediction of for all, one answer for all. One reason for all, one experience for all. This is not the way it really works. It is not reality. And you will know this, you will observe this, you see this and know this. That being so, it is where your mind sits and rests, where your mind creates from, what your mind is willing to entertain. It is such as watching television. You may choose different channels. Every channel will give you a different experience. Well, actually, not so much now, but once upon a time, many years ago, there would be different programs on different channels. Yes, they were a little bit of the same level of intensity from the beginning, but then things started to change. So when it came to the late night movie, you might be able to watch a horror movie, a comedy on another channel, and on another channel you might watch a romance. Then on another channel altogether you might watch a late night current affair discussion panel on a TV show designed to stimulate people's engagement with dramatic current affairs. All of this was available in the late night TV viewing. Variety. Now, this is still available to you, just a different way of finding it, a different format. You do not need to be in the homogeneous bunch, the homogeneous patch of experience. We have more to share with you on this. Now, deep breath. We're taking a deep breath for Lilu Jane. And we recommend it for yourself, for you are receiving information that your higher self is working with as we speak, with you in consort. How it impacts you will depend upon your own experience and what can be drawn forth by your higher self and guides to help you find your own deep comprehensions that are totally relevant to yourself. Deep breath and relaxing. Take your mind down into your heart chakra, your heart center where is the real knowing rests. Now, we say, there are more than just digital devices, televisions and computers and phones and tablets and laptops and radios and all of those things to engage and help you find a low-level vibrational place for which to set your beliefs and rest your mind, which is what they all offer you. Even information that is coming to you in aid intended to help you will be homogenized through a harmonic sequence of frequencies that are of a lower resonance. All is being dropped down a few notes in the scale of the music of life. So, if you wish to take information from those energies, you must then raise the frequency after you receive the information. Of course, you can do that because you are a human of high potential. Oh. The other thing you need to understand is that we have mentioned in the past, or through Lilu Jane, we have mentioned in the past, more to the point, that there are other entities at play in the fourth sphere, the fourth dimension. In the fourth sphere or dimension, the entity ranges are wide, and of course they are not all good or all bad. It is a next level of manifestation, but certainly not one of angelic heights. Very ordinary and in many ways very varied, as is your third density, with just slightly different characters and a genre and different beings. But the point is they're all beings with intentions, thoughts, feelings, desires. There are many beings that are parasitic, as there are in the third density. In the fourth density, there are also, but they feed on energy in a different format. Let us be clear, all beings feed on energy in the third density, as do they in the fourth density, as do they in the fifth density, but much different, of course. So, we wish to say, we're sorry for the bird noise, which is quite repetitive, but That's nature for you. We are talking about the feeding systems. The fourth density can see the third density, just as the third density can see the second and first density, and the fourth density can interfere and manipulate you just as you may manipulate ants. They can entrain you and guide you just as a farmer does so with sheep. So you must understand that there are beings that wish to help you stay in a certain frame of energetic frequency of fear. They are with you if they can be. If you are a highly charged, highly positive being of light, they will not be able to interact. But if you are within the third density range, transitioning into the fourth and still working in that wide range field of frequencies, they will have many opportunities to access you. And especially if you have some downers, so to speak, some moments of distress, upset, fear, challenge, anything that drops your frequency and takes the sunshine out of your happy disposition. When this happens, they are able to interact with you more readily and they will come and try. They will see your glow go down and they will move in toward you. This is happening to every single person on this planet. For you are, as a third density being, one that rises up and down and does not hold one solid frequency range because you are a transitioning being, which is what you're here to do. So we wish you to understand that the parasitic beings that wish you to be in fear and unhappy will present to you an enhanced version of violence, grotesque violence, misery and unhappiness. They will definitely take those concepts and they will mirror them. You will notice there's been, over the last era of television and movies, a great deal of this sort of content, which is all done to drop your frequency into the feeding range. So these are the feeders we are talking about. Now, some people talk about the aliens that are feeders in that range. Well, this is, of course, highly possible and makes as much sense as saying there are tigers and there are rabbits, right? In the third density, you have a range of beings, and in the fourth, you have a range of beings. In the fifth, there is a lesser range of beings as in regard to predators and prey, but there is a transition phase in the fifth density, as is with other densities. Until you get to the higher fifth density, then you start to transition into sixth, in which you don't require bodies and there is absolutely no gender. So there is this constant transition. So we say to you to remember the nature of the world you are in. From the fourth density, there are parasites, as there are parasites, leeches and so forth in the third density. These are more evolved than leeches. There are also those that are just leeches in the fourth density. They feed on your energy. This energy feeding will continue on for quite a while. We would like you to understand that energy feeding is a part of the cycle of the lower densities. It is not an extreme evil, it's just a part of it. It doesn't feel nice to the prey. At the moment you are prey. But you have also been the predator as a human in past lives and by extension in this life in one form or another. So please don't let yourself become fearful or alarmed, but you do wish to live in a more upbeat, harmonic frequency range that allows you to expand and experience your own adventure into your ascension, as the word is spooked about. This is the word of your own coming home to your entirety of yourself. That is the process, coming back to you and your fullness, leaving the illusion and delusion of the third density game and coming back to the awareness of who and what you are and where you are in the greater scheme of the universal great mother's life force and being. So These parasites will feast upon you and encourage you to have low vibration, fear, and insecurity, and frustration, and feeling self-defeat or defeated by the world. This is going to be encouraged. What you read in the news, you can take it as interesting passing by information that will eventually settle out positively, or you can worry about its many potentials and you open the door to the dimming of your light and the entry of the parasite. Now, this can happen to anybody, whether you're on the path or not, whether you talk to angels or you don't, whether you are a psychic medium or not. And we like to remind you that a lot of psychic mediums have had very controversial lives that have gone up and down and up and down. And there have been some that have completely abandoned their path. The amount of interfering storyline that comes to them is heightened and extreme. So what you need to do to find your own inner truth is to step back out into your great Mother Earth energy. Excuse us, we must let little Jane tend to the dog who has knocked on the window. We will be back momentarily. We are back. We are back from the dog care, and we were talking to you about the many beings from the fourth density who have the ability, and in their nature it is seated to encourage you and entice you and groom you and prepare you for low vibrational energy, which is based in fear and anxiety, the sense of defeat and looming gloom. Everything will lose its shine, everything will lose its happiness, and what could be wonderful will now be viewed as tainted. And also you will feel anxiety and the propensity for potential anger and irritation. Your mind will find it hard to settle, and many of these different aspects will evolve into something greater. If you're experiencing anything of this nature, you are now under notice from us that you are most likely under the influence of an energy feeder that wishes you to remain in that frequency range for their own purposes of feeding on your energy. As we have said, they are drawn to you because your light is dimmed from an event, a worry, a concern, or something of that nature. In order for you to manage this whole situation and potential, which is there, as we've said, for all, no matter who they are, you would possibly like to consider these things. We say to step out into nature. We say to reach to your higher self and say, I wish to integrate my higher self into my third density self. I wish to integrate the energy of the Great Mother Universe, my higher self, and the Great Mother Earth that I am on in her higher form. Allowing this connection of these three things within you allows you to access a great deal of energy, comprehension and understanding and clarity. No fear is going to engender within those ranges. The earth does not feel fear. Your higher self does not feel fear. You are not truly in a position to feel fear. If you are experiencing this video, then you are not. We would like you to comprehend and understand that the stepping out into the earth field of the Great Mother and sitting on her ground and enjoying her natural state of being is the first most powerful remedy you can have for your reduction or removal of parasitic entities, objects, beings, codings, spells, and programs and entrainments of any kind. You may remove them, disarm them, and neutralize them all with the energy of the Great Mother. So you join the Great Mother in her energy field and you join your higher self. You invite your higher self in and you enable more positive comprehension and understanding to enter, which counteracts the fear. At this point, we say, we have a dog attempting to talk to David Jane. At this point, we say, if you are having dreams that have become unpleasant, challenging, negative, and you wake up and that negative storyline continues to grow while you are waking up, you will identify the parasitic groomer, the feeder, who is entraining thoughts that would make you feel appalled, grossed out, fearful, disturbed, distressed, unhappy. This could also be followed by a sense as if something touched you. It could be followed by a sense that something is around you. It may not, though. It may simply be the dreams. It may simply be the ideas. It may be waking dreaming or dreaming in your sleep. It may be negative responses and thoughts happening all the time when you respond to things. It may be just a negative coloration going across your day. All these things in their own way can happen, and also other things if you feel an energy drop. If you enter a room and you're around someone who is feeling distressed, disturbed, anger issues, acting out, what one could call emotionally animated and violent in any form, then you will find that person has an entity that is working on them to keep them in that state. That entity then may hop over to you. That's one way of collecting these entities. Being open to the other people that you meet in the world and engaging with them is one way for entities to hop from one person to the other. This can happen within families, and it can happen within work groups. It can happen in friendship groups, and it's about having your energy dropped by the interaction with the other person. So with this understanding and awareness, what do? Well, you declare that you do not accept this person, being, thing, entity, parasite of any form to be in your energy field, interacting with you and working with you. You declare your integral independence from any other being, and you declare your energy to be sacred to yourself only and not to be shared. And therefore you expel. You call upon Archangel Michael or your Archangel of choice to please escort this being, entity, thing, coding, programming, seed, whatever it may be, object or mechanism as well, and declare that it should be taken away into the heart of the sun and there repurposed as core basic universal energy. In order to capture such beings and have them removed, you might wish to visualize golden ropes of light wrapping around them, encapsulating them, capturing them, and then drawing them out of your energy field and your being for the angels to take away. Kindly request with gratitude and the angels will come. You may ask your higher self, you may ask your guides, and you may ask your star family. There are numerous ways that you can ask for help in removal and final disposal of the transition of these things, beings, objects, to be transformed through into primal universal energy for the Great Mother Universe to reuse. And this is not an act of violence on your own part, but a repurposing of something which is no longer required. These are methods you can use. We recommend them. We recommend you analyze your own mind. If you feel distraught, distracted, upset, down, if you feel fragile and easily dropped into a state of unhappiness and negative thinking about the world and your own life, these beings will be at play because that is what they are drawn to, and they are everywhere in the fourth density, and they will be working on you no matter what. So you may choose to remove them, and then what do? You lift your energy. You call upon your higher self, the Great Mother Universe, and your Mother Earth to encapsulate you in their beautiful golden white light, to saturate you in comfort, loving and knowing, and allow you to merge into oneness with them. And with that, you ask for your energy field to be cleaned, metabolized, and your chakras to be completely balanced. You scan your body with your mind from your toes up to your head, looking at every part of your body, seeking out any dark areas, issues, problems, seeds, codings, or beings, anything that may be there. You search, you double check, and then you saturate with the white bright light of the sun, wrap it around, and you remove whatever that is from you and offer it to the angels to please be repurposed for the universal light energy within the sun. And this is how you deal. This is how you cleanse, and this is how you balance. And this must be your practice for the short-term future of the next few years at the very least. We would say 10 to 15 years. You will have to continue to deal with attempts to drop your frequency. This is not a short end game, it is a long end game. The long end game is you have got work to do while you're here to keep yourself in a feasibly productive, positive way that enhances your ability to be a good, positive ascension stepping stone for the future. And that is what you came for. You are here to enable and lay down the basic underpinning, stabilizing platforms for the ascending society of this future. That is your purpose. If you watch this, that is who you are and what you came for. You are a warrior, but you are facing the unknown and unseen adversary that can easily destabilize you. That is because you are still functioning the transition, a very difficult thing to do, and you are doing very well. But right now you are challenged greatly, and we wish to remind you of your ability to deal with this without any trouble. But you must do something to do it. You must make it happen. You must perform the tasks of your own energetic, psychic healing and health, psychic hygiene. You must hygienically seek out and remove parasites. Take a deep breath. Relax. Feel comfort within yourself, knowing who and what you are, and knowing your unbreakable connections to your higher self, to the angelic realm, to the great Mother Universe of which you are one of the many elements that make her up, and the great Mother Earth, the beautiful planet for which you have aligned your identity in this emanation. You have all the capacity to right these imbalances, to recognize them and calm them and replace them with complete knowing connection to your higher self, your great Mother Earth, and your great all-surrounding Mother Universe. So, here we are. We have delivered this encouraging information. We hope you feel that way. We have dealt with the activity of puppy dogs and chatty birds and the natural world. There's more puppy dog action in the background. This is the world of Lila Jane. She does not have a room separate and isolated for our quiet interactions. She has a house full of life. Deep breath. If you have pets, we encourage you to pat them, cuddle them, and love them, for they have come to you as guiding little angels of light and support. They are with you to offer you balancing and calming. Let them be that for you. All right, we are now satisfied with our messaging for today. We are very happy for you to ask and call upon us. You must feel free to do so. We are here to aid you. We are very pleased to aid you. As much as they may appear to be dark times, they are also positive times, for all the dark must be outed before it can be completely dispensed with and chosen not to be. So you must see it to choose to not have it. That is all that's happening now. Please take a lovely deep breath, calming into yourself, for you are your own grounding field and your own calming light. We will leave you with this, and we are joyful to be able to bring this message through at this time. Thank you. Life is full of distractions, activity, and incoming something, whether it's a noisy parrot or a dog who wants to go outside and chew a bone. Oh dear. So they all have their lives and their interests and the things that are important to them. Okay, so we still did it. We brought the message through, and here we are. And that's pretty darn good. It's taken me months to get here, and I didn't let anything stop it. I didn't let anything become an obstacle. And that's how we have to approach everything we do. I think that everything you're going through and I'm going through is all going to be messy, and it's not going to be perfect, and there's going to be this and that coming in. So we don't have to expect everything to be a perfect little laid out story. What we have to understand is that we make everything work no matter what it is. So that's what I think the angels are trying to help you get on top of. So if you found this video, obviously it's got a message that's relevant to you. If you would like to give me a thumbs up, make a comment, subscribe, and share, and all those wonderful things, well, that's just fabulous. Thank you so much. It's much appreciated, and it means somebody else can hear this, and it might be good for them to hear. So, of course, that's not a bad thing. All right, thank you so much. I hope that makes all the sense to you, and bless you in your endeavors to find your control and balance of all the adversity that comes to you. Okay, I'm going to go. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. You're great for watching to the end. Okay, bye-bye. Hey, thanks for coming and watching my video. Please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. And when you subscribe, click the little bell and you'll know when I'm having another video. Might be good for you. Bye.